Howdy, folks. This is just a reminder that if you like this content, you can help me out by liking, commenting, and especially by subscribing. And be sure to hit the bell notification so you always get notified whenever I have a new video. Hope you enjoy this.
Hi, Sai. Hi, Jimmy.
Hi, Andrew.
So, I just saw the Council of Trent episode about demons that came out today, and you mentioned something about the possibility of alien life. And if I recall, the common Catholic position is that if they are able to desire heaven, there is nothing stopping us from evangelizing to them. However, in another episode of Catholic Answers Live, mentioned the difficulty of believing in creatures like elves because they have non-human but rational souls. And if they are able to sin, Jesus cannot incarnate as a non-human because there would be a contradiction because he has already incarnate as a human. So he cannot be fully God, fully man, and fully elf, for example. So how would you reconcile these two views?
Okay, well, the first thing I'd say is I didn't hear, so I can't comment on it directly. But if he said what you said, well, then I disagree. St. Thomas Aquinas held that all three persons of the Trinity could incarnate, and they can incarnate more than once, because if you can incarnate once, then omnipotence will allow you to incarnate again. It's not like becoming incarnate is something that you can only do once with infinite power. If you've got infinite power, you can incarnate as many times as you want, and therefore it would be possible, if God chose to create elves, for Jesus to be fully God, fully man, and fully elf. You know, he could have a elven nature in addition to his a complete elven nature in addition to his complete human nature and his complete divine nature. So that's one way that God could redeem elves. The same thing would be true of any extraterrestrials that exist. He could incarnate as an alien and redeem whatever alien race he incarnated as. It's also possible for him to redeem aliens without incarnating, because as St. Thomas Aquinas explains, and even though I'm not a Thomist, I agree with him on this, the incarnation as the means of our redemption was God's choice. He could have chosen to redeem us in some other way besides having Jesus become incarnate. And so God could choose to redeem another race without an incarnation. And then thirdly, since Jesus did incarnate as a human and died on a cross, that made infinite satisfaction because he's an infinite person. So Jesus has already paid an infinite price for sin, and if God chose, he could apply the benefit of that infinite price to other races, whether they're elves or aliens or whatever else there might be. So I would say that there are multiple ways that by his omnipotence, God could save any other intelligent creatures that he chose to create. In fact, the Catechism says that it's not due to a limitation of divine mercy that fallen angels aren't saved. It's because they don't want to be saved, the way their will works. But God's mercy would extend even to them if their will worked differently and they were able to repent. And before we go, just one more reminder that if you like what you've watched, you can help me out by liking, commenting, and especially by subscribing. I'm trying to grow my channel, and I'd really appreciate your help. Thank you, and God bless you.